Okay, we are live. Uh, for English immersion. My name is Giovanni, and I'm really happy to see you all here. Just a reminder, this is not a class. There will be no corrections and no judgments. We are here to speak freely and experience the English naturally. Um, And also, I'm not a teacher. I'm just a learner like you guys. And I chose this topic because life can be stressful and sometimes the best way to deal with it is simply laugh about it and about the things. And today's theme is the funny side of everyday life. Um, we all go through awkward or weird or embarrassing moments, but great story to tell. So, let's share some funny moments and misunderstand, but uh, let's start with the introductions. And as I said at the beginning, my name is Giovanni. I'm 26 years old. I'm married and I have two kids. I'm here in Talk and Talk to improve my English and improve my communication skills. Currently, I'm working at a UK-based company, and this fact is one of the things I need to improve my English and improve my communication in English to express myself better and um, try to talk better with my teammates. Oh, Álvaro,
Hello.
could you introduce yourself?
Yeah, good evening, everybody. I'm Álvaro, I'm 31, and I live in Minas Gerais, a city called Arcos, is a countryside. I re I work with technology in a VoIP company, and I in Talking Talk. I started in February, but I follow the Talking Talk in social media since 2021. I remember to watch the live streams on my lunchtime, and I appreciate this type of emissions. And finally, I've courage to be here. And I do Spanish as well, and I studied French by myself, but I'm not fluent yet. If I'm It's an inspiration for me, the idioms, and in my free time, I like to be in contact with these idioms. I like to ride a bike. I like to play video games. I like to watch on TV, the TV news, documentaries, and novelas, even and reality shows. And I like to listen to some music. I like to stay here without anything to do in my day off and study idioms. I think that's it.
Great. So, Douglas, could you introduce yourself?
Yes. Hello, everyone. My name is Douglas. I'm 35. I from Guaratinguetá, a countryside city in São Paulo State, a small city. And I using Talking Talk since Friday, just my first week in using this platform. I subscribed to in this platform to have a way to practice communication and try to improve my English skills, especially the speaking and the listening. I work as IT analyst and I'm married. I have a little son, and that's it.
Perfect. Let's move on to the questions. And the first one is, what's the most ridiculous thing that has happened to you in public? Something so embarrassing that you had to laugh about it. And I when I was preparing, I think um in some ridiculous thing or some embarrassing um moment that happened, but honestly, I don't remember exactly if um I passed to something. I really don't remember. I don't know if I can remember, um, but I can try to I don't know. I can try to think something, but I don't know for now. And and um in the overall
Mm. I remember a situation. I have a long time. I'm from countryside. Here is small city. And when I travel to visit my cousins in Belo Horizonte, we went in a shopping mall, and I remember in the alimentation place, I served myself, and I disencontrate with my cousins, and I be very confusing, and I stay at like the John Travolta's meme because I serve my food in the in a specific thing, fast food in shopping mall, and my cousin served and go for somewhere that I don't know, and I serve myself. I don't pay attention where they go, and I serve and be very confusing, and I stay for a long time searching, looking around, and I can't find them, and for a long time I finally find them. But I felt very embarrassing because I felt like people looking at me. I don't know if someone pay attention in this fact, but for me it's difficult this type of places that we don't have in small cities, and I felt very embarrassing and to lost my cousins.
yeah. Uh, Man, I remember now when I I that happened with me. I was it happened when I was younger, and I was taking. I don't know if it's correct, but I was taking a bus, and for some reason I lost my point, and um okay, I was um very young, and I how can I say that? I was embarrassed, and I didn't know uh what I need to do. And okay, I I came to the last point, and I thought, oh my gosh, I'm lost, and I don't know where I am. Uh and as I said, I was embarrassed, and I didn't want to talk with the driver and ask for help or something. But I I remember that I had a little cell phone, and I called to my mother, and I asked for her to. talk with the driver and try to I don't know, try to to leave me my home or near to or next to my home. Talked to the driver and um, he said it's okay. I will um, leave him to to the home and yeah, that was it.
Do you live in a
But
big city?
not
Medium.
exactly. I'm in the capital, but it's a small city in the northeast of Brazil. I'm in Natal, Rio Grande do Norte, and it's the capital, but is in comparison to São Paulo or something, it's a small city. And you, Douglas, have you ever um
Yeah,
have you ever had something embarrassing in your life?
yes. Along the day, I was trying to remember, but I don't remember. But when you start to talking, I remember a situation. I worked in another city, São José dos Campos, and I travel every day to São José dos Campos, and in the end of the day, I returned for my city. And I need to take the bus to go to there. And there was one day that I were to work with my car, and I parked my car in a parking, I think. And I remember in the end of the day, I need to when I went by bus, I need to go running to catch the bus to go to the bus stop because the bus just few minutes before I stopped the work, the bus passed, and every day I need to run. But in this day, I forget that I went by my car and I go running to the bus stop. When I was close to the bus stop, I remember, and then I go back to the parking running. But when I get there, it was closed, and in the end, I need to go back to the bus stop again. And are you hear me?
Oh, yeah. Your screen are freezed.
Okay. But in the other day, I need to go back to by bus. But in the end of the day, I go with my car. It was very embarrassing, and that I remember that I passed.
Yeah, I was laughing here because it happened exactly the same thing with me. But I was I don't know exactly, but I think I I was going to the bakery and um every day I no, we need to buy something to eat every day. And I was going to the bakery and every day I went walking and this that day I go driving for some reason I don't remember and I forget the car in the bakery and come back to the to my home because I I when I arrive in my home, I don't know if it's correct, but I when I arrive in my home, I remember that I was driving my car and I was with my car keys in my hand and thinking, where is my car?
That's happened with me by biking.
Oh yeah.
I go
Oh
to
my
the
God.
yeah, I went to the lottery in bike and forgot my bike near to the lottery and go back to my work and totally forgot my bike on the
Yeah.
lockage in some point, specific points.
Yeah, I believe these situations are the most embarrassing. Uh, okay, Alvaro, could you read the second question?
Um, have you ever had one of those days when everything goes wrong? How did you react? Frustration or laughter? Yes, sometimes we it looks like we start the day with the left feet, and everything looks like being wrong. I don't know a specific day. I don't remember a specific day, but I remember some days that I try to play games and everything goes very being wrong with all the games that I tried to install or try to play in a certain day, and I've been very frustrated, very angry, angry with the machine, with my PC, and oh my God, I think it's the when I most being with this emotion, angry with the because I don't know how the games don't work with me because I do everything okay, but the games don't, and a specific game don't run. I don't know why, because I did everything okay, and for me, it's make me very, very angry. And looks like the day everything would go wrong.
Yeah, I see. Alvaro, what game you like to play?
I like to play some t different types. I like some simulation games. I like a fight game, like for example, Mortal Kombat, Tekken. I like racing and games like Mario Kart, Crash Racing, and I played a lot with Friday the 13th, the game with friends online in 2000, 2017, between 2017 and 2022. I played a lot. This game was so amazing for me, and I spent a lot of hours playing this game, the Friday 13th.
Oh, cool. So, Douglas, um, how about you?
Well, I don't think that I became frustrated or if I and I don't laugh too. I It's the type of situation that I just be very worried or I put a lot of things in my mind and I be thinking about the situations or trying to find some solutions or a way to solve the problems. And I think it's very difficult uh, to face these problems of this type of situation in a positive way for me. But there are some people that can do it, but I think for me it's difficult. And I don't be frustrated too, but I think more worried and think about the problem and try to solve it and a lot of things in my mind. And I think it's the reaction that I have.
Perfect, perfect. Um, I I feel the same as you, Douglas. Um, sometimes um it's hard to not be frustrated. During this week, I had I had a lot to deal with, and um, one of these things was the DDoS attack in our customers' website, and uh, was was it was so frustrating because um, we need to add some network rules to prevent the DDoS attack, and the network infrastructure um, was in the customer side, and we don't have access, and was frustrating because I need to do all the rules and all the setup in my side, um, even knowing um, even knowing this how can I say, this approach was not effective, but the DDoS attack didn't stop, and I need to change all the server side and create um another servem, migrate all the websites to uh the other the other new one. And was it was a big, how can I say, a big problem to my company and a big problem to the customer because um they were they were stopped, and they sell a lot of a lot of type of uh, courses, and um, they were stopped about 3 4 days, and yeah, was it was so frustrating. And yeah, I sometimes I try to how can I say, I try to stay calm, but sometimes it's hard. And today I'm laughing about this problem because I believe the network people of the customer is a bit dumb because the setup um, was easy, but okay. Yeah, it was a boring, if I can say in this way, a boring situation and frustrating situation. And for me, it was hard to stay calm or to not stay frustrated. That's it. And okay, let's move to the third question. Douglas, could you read the third question, please?
Yes. What's the funniest misunderstanding you've ever had because of language, texting, or tone? I don't know. I think the most misunderstood situation is when I need to chat in WhatsApp, for example, and when we want to type something and the corrector changed what you type, or when you text something and the other person uh, misunderstand what you trying to talk or understand of different way that you want to talk. Or sometimes you talk in capital letter and they think you are screaming there. And I think the most misunderstanding that I passed were with the WhatsApp, and because of the corrector, because of this type of things.
Yeah, I I I had a situation this week. I the my bank manager um called me in the WhatsApp, and we are talking in the chat, and um, she told me I had a approved credit card, and I had 98 um thousand of reais in credit, and if and she asked me to she asked me if I want to make the credit card count with this credit approved, and I think okay, it's a big credit, and maybe I want to, but she told me I this credit was approved to my account because I had 1 million of reais. How can I say that? Uh, saved in my account, but okay, I definitely don't have 1 million 1 million reais in my account. And okay, but I had this approved credit, and I want to the next segment. I I told her I want to make the credit card, and okay, she asked me to um, check my information, and when I was checking my address and my ID number, I noticed that that was another Giovanni, another person, and yeah, I definitely um don't know who is this guy, but okay, and I I told her it was wrong, and maybe um he got misunderstood. Okay, that was it. And you, Álvaro.
I remember a situation about the language in Portuguese. I travel in my previous job. I travel in a truck shop, a taller, oficina de caminhões that the mechanics fix the trucks, and I worked in the office, and I needed to have a checklist with parts that the mechanics need to I I buy on the stand to give us to fix the trucks. And one of these parts is called orelha de porco, and I refused to write this one in my checklist because the mechanic play a lot with me. And when he said orelha de porco, oh, you joking, you are joking with me, you are making a hour with my face, and I never will write this part. And he, no, no, it's correct, is the name, is the name correct? And I will refuse it to write this specific part that he needed in the package to fix the truck, and he needed to call my superior said to me that it's really exists this type of part, and because he joked a lot with my face, and in this specific moment, I thought that he joking again, but not. It's not a joke. It's really exists this part, and is a misunderstanding.
Yeah. So that it happened something similar to me, but okay. We will pass to the next question. Um, do you think humor can help people handle stress or bad days better? Why or why not? Yeah, I think humor can help us to um stay happier and calm, and it really makes the days better. Sometimes here in my job or in my day, I try to be lighter and um, try to how can I say that? Like try to not not take the time so seriously, you know? And sometimes we need to deal with stressful things in our work or something, or in our days, in our personal life. And sometimes it can be, or they can be, easier than we are seeing, or I believe that it. And what do you think, Douglas?
Oh, I think I think yes. Uh, I think when you try to pass for something difficult or stress or bad days, maybe the best way is trying to do what you need to do in a positive way. We in Portuguese we talk expression when you see a like a cup of water, you can see when it's in the half, you can see the cup with the em empty or I don't know how to talk in English, but I think you can see it.
Full or empty?
Yes, something like it. And I think the way that you face the problems could be better or worse that for you. And I think maybe do this with humor or trying to be positive. Maybe it's the best way. And I try to do it, but sometimes not possible. We sometimes be worried or frustrated, but I think it's the best.
Yeah, I agree with you. So, how about you, Oliver?
Yeah, in my case, I have good sense of humor, and the humor helped me a lot in my in bad days to try to keep the vibe um more lighter and more lightened for me. Helped me a lot. I like humor, and I convive with people. And my friends is very good sense of humor to me, and I convive in my job every day with my colleagues is have good sense of humor too, and we play a lot each other's and make the day easier to keep it when I'm in a stressful day.
Yeah. So, that. Laughter can change the whole mood of a day. Depend on which day you are you are doing. But okay, let's move to the question. Alvaro, could you read the question?
The seven? No, F
Is
six.
it five?
Six? Huh?
Five?
Five?
Yep.
Uh, what's the weirdest or funny conversation you have over here in public space? I don't remember any specific moment. I remember to laughing a lot in silent way, laughing inside my head of to listen some others talking in some place, public place, for example, in a bus or in a workplace that guests are talking each others, and I listening then, and I start to laughing a lot, but trying to don't demonstrate this emotion, and sometimes I showed my emotion and laughing with them. I don't know, I don't remember the specific moment, but I remember that exist these moments in my life to paying attention what the others are talking and start to laughing and try to keep the laughing outside my mind.
Yeah, and sometimes we don't appeared or uh, show some, something, but yeah, it's okay. And Douglas, how about you?
Uh, I I travel a lot in bus, but I don't remember. And I heard a lot of conversations, but I don't remember our weirdest or funniest conversation. And most of time I was sleeping at bus, but when
Yeah.
I when I heard it's not weirdest or funniest, but I remember when I was younger. I had a friend, and when we are talking, and we know that somebody is listening our conversation, we start to talking something words or funny just for the other people listening and go into our conversation or do some advices, and when the people the person go out, we just start laughing of her. But uh, we are younger and don't have so many things to do, and we just do it for fun. But
Yeah.
hearing something funny or weird, I don't remember.
Yeah. I had a situation when I was I I was working in an event. I don't remember what type of event, but I was doing um I was recording the event, and a woman next to me and was talking with her friend. I don't know exactly, but she she was talking about um he needed to go to a I don't know say that I would say aesthetic clinic to do some um um I don't know say that some yeah to do something and the thing was let me check here I forgot the word. Uh, she wanted to lighten her private parts. She was talking um a bit loud, and I was hearing it, and I was thinking, oh my gosh, it was it's so embarrassing. I don't want to hear about life and um her private parts. And yeah, it was so funny. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Have you ever tried to act cool and ended up embarrassing yourself even more? Tell us what happened. This question is a bit tricky to me because I really don't remember if I tried to act cool or something. I don't like to be. How can I say that? I I don't like to be someone I I I am not, or someone different than me. And I have never tried to act cool or something. I only try to be myself, to be, yeah, to be myself. And yeah. Oh, and you, Douglas.
As like you, I don't try to be cool. I'm I'm more a shy person, more introverted person, and this most of time I try to be in silence, not talking, and is I don't try to be cool or to do something like that because I it's not me, as you said. I just try to be what I am and not pretending to do other person or to have another personality. And I don't try to be cool. I don't know. It's not happened with me.
Yeah. And you, Álvaro.
Yeah, like Douglas, I'm a shy person, and I fear to be embarrassing. I have this fear to be embarrassing and to be mortified in situations that people that I'm passing this emotion to be embarrassing and committing some mistake that people will be laughing at me, and I because of it I don't try to be cool. It's not me.
Yeah, yeah. I believe it's more. I don't know. It's more um, constant in introverted persons. I don't know. I'm just guessing. Um, but yeah, I don't consider myself as a introverted person, but I sometimes I prefer um to be close to other how can I say, other conversations or something, only listening. And sometimes I don't participate of uh, conversations that I don't want to. So Alvaro, could you read the seventh question?
Why do people laugh at their own mistakes even when they feel awkward in the moment? I think it's more easy to us start to laughing about our mistakes when you commit some mistakes in front of the others. If you start, you turn the vibes more good, is better. You start to laugh about yourself, and the others start to laughing with you. I think it's better people laughing with you than people laughing of you. I think it's because of it, and I think it's more easy to be to laughing about ourselves, especially in our mistakes.
Yeah, I agree with you. And how about you, Douglas?
I don't know, but I think there are some situations that people start to laugh because he's very nervous, and maybe it's one, yeah, I don't know, it's one reaction that they have, and not because he is finding something fun of or they are smiling, but it's like a reaction of about your nerves. I just see some people that need to talk in public or to do some speech, and for most of person is a difficult moment, is a very nervous moment, and sometimes when they do some mistakes, they start to laughing, but not because it's fun, but because he's very nervous in the moment. It's one type of reaction that they have, and I think that depends of the moment. And but it's one example. Sometimes the laugh is not about something fun, but about your reaction when you're nervous. I don't know.
Yep, I believe it's a good way to deal um with moments of anxiety or stressful situations, as you said, Douglas. Sometimes it's a way to heal from an embarrassing moment or something. Um, just to uh, find a way um to deal with the embarrassing moment or deal with the anxiety or the stress. And yeah, I believe that's it. So we are going to the end of this immersion, and I believe we can um, talk more. What do you think about this topic, and what you guys think about this immersion today? Please share your thoughts or your feedbacks.
Yeah, I
Alvaro,
like it.
could you start? Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. This subject, especially because I've read before. Because if I like in previously in other animations, I don't read the material, and if I don't uh read this material, probably I will never I will don't will remember the situations to share with the questions. But I read luckily I read it before, and I could to share with you guys the experiences and laughing. I like it, funny situations.
Yeah, that's a good approach. And sometimes when I join to other immersion, I use it to read the questions before the immersion, and it helps me to remember my answers as well. And you, Douglas, what do you think?
Yes, I like to. As the Alvaro said, I read the question uh, before after the before the immersion, and I was not remember some situations, but along the immersion, I remember some, and I think were a good immersion, a good topic to discuss. Sometimes is we need to laughing a little because the life we have a lot of problems and a lot of things that and it's a good way to remember some things and laughing a little. I think it's good for us.
Yeah, I think it's a good way to finish our day. I don't know. But okay. Thank you guys for participating today here with me, and take a good rest of the day. And peace. Bye, guys. See you all.
Bye.